I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger, the can such a pretty show to steal your heart away.
I probably have to say Mr. Kamita because he's crazy in PA.
Mr. Kamita is also my favorite teacher because he's jacked.
Mr. Galloway is my favorite teacher because he supported my coffee addiction.
I like Miss Russ because she really cares about her students.
Kashmir Dhaliwal.
Mr. Illick because he let me drive his truck.
Miss Diaper, who's had her all of high school for acting.
Miss Durrett and Miss Rondinelli because they're both super nice.
Mr. Oswald.
Mr. Watt, the Godfather. Yeah, Mr. Bennett, I've had him since grade 8.
Mr. Wilson. He was possibly the best teacher I've ever had in my life.
Mr. Illick.
Mr. Kamita, he jumps on desks.
My favorite teacher would be Mrs. Richter.
Mr. Kamita with his wonderful handlebar mustache and his spider that always seems to escape.
Mr. Watt.
Oh yeah.
Sasquatch for sure. Skip 2 days to road trip. Going skiing at some peaks.
More like best skipped semester. Grade 9, I had mono and pneumonia back to back, and I didn't show up till like January.
Friday.
Plain kill at the beach. The one I can't remember. Best skip day, April 20th.
Went to McDonald's, went home, and went to sleep.
Well, I'm gonna skip last block. Does that count?
Nigel Armstrong's gonna be the world's most famous hobo.
I think Cody froze. David Wagner, yeah, for basketball. Yeah. I think us two will probably be famous. See, we just wrote a movie. Us.
I think Lucas O'Fee will be famous because he's a genius.
Fraser Kane. This is Fraser.
That's actually really hard because we have a really talented grad class. Shannon Charlebois is a great painter. Matt and Victoria are great actors. I'm sure Cornell Kennedy will go on to do something, I'm just not sure what.
Josh Sunderman for being a movie director.
Yeah.
Spencer Lord for his DNA rap. Getting my mind blown every single day in Mr. Epps' class with fun math facts.
When Mr. Barker was walking on top of all the desks in French 8 and he knocked all of them over on top of somebody.
Probably going to all the football games with all of your friends and just getting ready for the school dances together.
First day of grade 9, went to Mr. Kamita's science class and he was hitting the desk with his meter stick.
Performing Sophie's Choice with Victoria Dunsmore at the Remembrance Day Assembly.
Mine is when I made Bulbasaur Ocarina.
When Josh Stroh, hit puberty, he had some pretty good voice cracks.
Pelzer was showing us an experiment and with the wall umpire.
It's gotta be back in grade 11 when Emma Painter decided she wanted to have a fish in her locker.
The SKSS Music Seattle trip. We went to the Mariners game. What else did we do? Oh yeah, that Jimi Hendrix Memorial.
I like Wendy's.
Running into the sign, walking down from JP and dropping all my books.
In PE in grade 10, we were walking in Peterson Creek and I slipped on a mossy rock and fell face first into the creek.
I saw it, her heels touched the back of her head.
I was bombing down 7th and a biker swerved and hit me and the broke my leg.
Mine was trying to go up the stairs with a cup of yogurt. It didn't end well.
Connor Milton Wood in grade 8 tried to jump over this kind of metal fence type thing and he smashed his head and got a concussion.
The team was playing some dodgeball. I went to pick the dodgeball and just fell. It was really embarrassing in front of everyone.
The stairs at JP and my jacket got caught and I flung back into someone's arms and they caught me.
I don't know why, but people were like jumping over stuff and I tried to jump over the garbage can but like clipped it and shot across the courtyard.
It's gotta be the mullets.
Vests and mullets.
Backcombing hair, camo Doritos, and backcombing hair. Ugg boots with short shorts.
I'd have to say mullets.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry. I once saw Sarah Robb wear army pants and flip-flops, so I bought army pants and flip-flops.
Surprisingly, I'd probably have to say Math 12.
Probably Acting 12. I got to wear lots of women's clothing.
Galloway's biology class.
Bio with Mr. Galloway.
And HP with Mr. Willett.
I'd have to say Galloway's bio class was one of my favorites.
Grade 9 PE with Shando.
Sham Wallet.
Toss out a condom on a banana.
I have to go with Mr. Willett's PE class.
Mr. Wilson's grade 12 English class because he read us The Lion King.
Mr. Epps' Math 12 honors.
Grade 8, Kirk McLaren, Isaac K, Chad Beaufenier, Matt Russell, the Macintosh twins.
Stephen Thompson, he graduated last year, so it was really sad. And I also love Jacob Pitko, but he's 14.
That'd be Miss Fiocco, but she ran off with her husband somewhere, so I don't know what she's doing anymore.
Oh, and I totally forgot, Matt Russell, Shane Arthurs, Mr. Waugh, does that count? I don't know if that's legal.
Dylan Cornell.
I'd have to say David Wagner. He's just tall, dark, and handsome, so.
Nathan.
Actually going down the hall and tripping, falling on my face on a banana peel.
They made a pitch putt, and it blew up in the kiln, and it took everyone's project with them. Watching kids fall down the hill.
I'd like to thank Mr. Kimina for giving me the most awkward moment I've ever had in grade 11 bio class.
Probably when people iced the hill on the way to JP, and I could see the people like biff hard.
Going to the beach instead of school, Dolce. Motivo, Dolce. Lens, Dolce. Starbucks, Dolce. And Dolce, Dolce.
School, I don't miss school.
Coming to school every day and having fun with my friends.
Chasing leaves around the courtyard at lunchtime during the fall with my friends.
I don't want school to be over. The lack of mustaches.
Hanging out in the sun, you know, having fun.
For the fence.
Oh, hi there. If I could change one thing, I would spend more time with Aaron in my lifetime.
Probably try out my badminton skills. I heard I was pretty good on the badminton court.
Absolutely nothing, because everything has already happened and everything happens for a reason.
I guess I would have gone back and played football, you know, grade 8, 9, 10 instead of just starting grade 11.
I would not have dyed my hair red, because it's still orange from that. Not fun.
At Halloween, I dressed up in a cow costume, but I didn't bring a change of clothes, so after school I had to walk downtown dressed as a cow.
I would have gone to school more.
First couple to get married is most definitely Kirk McLaren and Abby Grinberg, because they're in love.
Definitely Brian and Caitlin.
Probably Caitlin and Brian.
Caitlin and Brian.
Definitely Caitlin and Brian. Caitlin and Brian.
Me and Caitlin.
Hopefully married with 4 children, maybe 5.
At a daycare or doing schoolwork.
Little Jordan Jr., maybe Carrie for my best friend, George and Aaron.
I'm gonna be back in Cuba, except this time in jail, so I don't have to leave.
I'll be picking up garbage on the side of roads. I'll probably be the president's mistress. And I'll probably be getting her out of political exile in Siberia.
And I'll be right here.
Finishing my Bachelor of Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, and starting my own business.
In 5 years, I'm probably going to be starting, or actually probably starting my second year of university for my bachelor's, so I can get towards my master's in library and information science.
Honor.
By then, I hope to have recovered from my calculus AP experience. Thank you, Mr. Epp.
Probably prison.
Driving a really nice car.
My advice for the kids in the future is just don't smoke. It's dirty, it's not good, you smell, study hard, and don't do drugs.
Why, hello! If I had any future advice to offer you, well, it would be not to get a mullet.
Basically, just have fun.
To try and show your nuts as minimal as possible throughout your high school career.
Just a giver. Just give her.
Play hard.
Don't sweat the small stuff.
I would say people should put more time and energy into their school and be proud of being a Titan.
And make sure you look at the push and pull signs on the doors.
Kurt Elsey.
Funniest student.
Definitely not David Wagner or Spencer Lord.
No.
Mikhail.
Mikhail,
definitely. Yep.
Connor Morrison.
Definitely Fraser Kane or Josh Sunderman.
No one's funny. David's pretty funny. Cardinal Kennedy.
Make it happen, Captain!
Well, thanks for all the fun memories and all the opportunities that I got.
Remember who you are and what you stand for.
Spidey.
Yeah!
Grad 2011.
Dear grad class of 2011, aim for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. If you can dream it, you can do it.